All content featured on the Taylor Show is intended for entertainment purposes only. All stories discussed herein are based on alleged events and personal opinions. Nothing shared should be taken as fact or professional advice. Any viewpoints expressed are solely those of host and do not represent any business or organizations.
Hello, and welcome back to the Taylor Show, the show where we typically talk about one thing and one thing only, and that's me. Hi, I'm your host, I'm Taylor, but today I am joined by another Swiftie, another podcaster. She's known for her Late Night Drive podcast, Schnitt Talk, and Track 5 Candle Co. I am here with Ellie Schnitt.
Hi, Taylor.
I'm so excited to have you on the pod.
So happy to be here.
We got to talk before we started recording, so we've already gone through like the hellos, the intros, all of that good stuff.
Right.
But okay, I have to know because I'm a candle girl myself these days. I've been making candles.
Really?
Track 5 Candle Co.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You know, when I was like first living in New York, I lived in this horrible apartment. Like truly, of course, like as many of us do. But I lived in this awful apartment and it had mosquitoes that lived in the drains.
Oh, lovely.
Of course.
Cute.
So I was like desperate. I was like, what is gonna get rid of these? And I had like a citronella candle and like a lavender candle on my bedside table. And I would spray. I mean, I was spraying every night. But I started posting these stories about the candle and then I would like put a song with the candle. And really it was just because I had to light the candles due to the mosquitoes that were eating me alive every night. And I don't know, it just evolved into something where I was posting this every night. So then when I got the opportunity to do a brand, like make something and I could do anything, I was like, well, I should do candles.
Yeah.
Because I literally light a candle every single night.
Yes.
And that's how it was sort of born.
Oh my gosh. And it's Track 5 because of Taylor Swift.
It is, of course, Track 5 because of Taylor
I love the ode. I love the ode. So let's talk about Taylor Swift.
Of course.
Are you doing a Taylor Swift themed podcast or is that a rumor?
Am I doing that?
Are you?
No.
There's a Reddit thread about it.
What?
Yeah.
From when?
I have no... Well, there's like a whole Ellie Schnitt like subreddit.
There should not be.
Oh, there is,
That's
girl.
really
It's
scary.
very complimentary, to be fair. Like going through it, the Redditors are really nice to you, but they're speculating that you're doing a Taylor Swift podcast.
I used to do one with Spotify.
Right?
Called Taylor Talk, and that was so awesome because it was a live format. So it felt like you could like really talk.
I remember
to
that.
People,
Yeah.
it was really fun, and it was like a perfect opportunity for me to do my favorite thing, which is really deep dive on the lyrics. I think that like people. Okay, well, I'm gonna be crazy right now, but sometimes like
go for it.
Have these like Taylor Swift podcasts and like they just want to talk about like the drama and they just want to talk about the boyfriends and they just want to talk about, and I'm like, are you a fan of this person because she's like very famous, or are you a fan of this person because the music moves you? Like, let's talk about the music.
Yes.
Like, I love to speculate and I love to like paternity test the song.
Yes.
You know, I totally get it, but I'm like, I ultimately, when it comes down to it, would kill and die for Taylor Swift.
Wait,
like,
same though.
I support her rights. I support her wrongs. Like, I'm really like, whatever. Like, you're not going to get me to ever be like a Taylor Swift hater. And some of these people who are like huge Swifties, I'm like, you're mean to her all day long. It's
so
never
mean.
going to be me.
I know. And mean to each other, too. Where I'm like, okay, I don't love that. That's not the spirit of Taylor Swift. But I said I've never felt safer than when I was at the Eras Tour in Philadelphia, 50,000 people. And I didn't feel scared once. Like I wasn't like, someone's going to take my bag or rob me. And guaranteed, like, we're in Philadelphia. So like, this is possible. This could happen. But I felt safe the whole night. Like, it was just girls having fun.
It was so, I'll call it, honestly, it felt like a religious experience.
It did.
Like, I've never like had that moment of like, wow, this is probably what people feel in those like big mega churches that makes them like, spend millions of dollars on it or whatever. Yeah. But like
Scientology.
When she was singing All Too Well and everybody in the stadium did the It Was Rare, I Was There over
I'm
and
getting
over.
chills.
Really, literally, like that's the closest I've ever been like, I think God is real and it's Taylor Swift. Like this.
Literally, God is a woman.
And
it's Taylor Swift. Yep. No, I co-sign on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to know, since you do the lyrical deep dives, are you an August or are you a Betty?
I mean, unfortunately, I have been August many times.
We've all been in August at some point, but like,
wouldn't you love to be a Betty? Like, I mean,
everybody wants to be a Betty.
Love to be in my like fantasies, of course. Like, I'm a girl that I know you'll come back to me.
Yeah.
That has not been my experience.
Not yet. Not yet. They always say they come back at some point. Like, it could be 30 years down the line. You never know.
Yeah. But I am a person who's like, you've got about a week window to come back and say, actually, I fucked that up. Sorry, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
After that, I'm like, it's been too long.
It's been too long. No. And I actually I feel like I hoard hatred too, where I'm like, if you did me wrong once,
Right.
I won't forget about it for the rest of my life and I'll hate you.
No, I'm a grudge holder. I'm definitely a grudge holder. And like all stupid things. Like,
me too.
I'll let it go if you literally say sorry to me. But if you never
Never
say
address
anything,
it?
never acknowledge it, I'll never forgive you.
Then we have a problem. That's so funny. I am like that so much. And I want to reprogram myself sometimes because I'm like, I could be nice to this person. Like there's no reason for me not
There
to.
is a reason for you not to. They were mean to you or whatever.
There's this one woman. She doesn't listen to the podcast, so thank God. But she's a friend of Nate's, his friend's girlfriend or whatever. I think they're married now. And the first impression I had of them, they're not even married yet. We were invited to the wedding. The first impression I have of this girl is she looked at me and she was like, I just don't like dogs.
She just said this to you unprompted?
Unprompted on a Tuesday evening.
What, are you a dog? Like,
and I was
think of dogs looking at you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, oh, you don't like dogs? She goes, no, I don't like dogs. I said, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Understood. 3 months later, she got a dog. So I just wanted, that bugs me. And to the point where I was like, Nate, we're not going to their wedding.
You're not going to their wedding because she was hypocritical about dogs?
Hypocritical about dogs.
Not real, honestly.
I was like, that's weird. And now you have a dog. Okay.
But I think life is too short to not hold grudges sometimes.
I agree.
I don't know, you get to an age, okay, I feel like when you're in college or you're in high school and you're constantly surrounded by these people, it behooves you to move on from things. It behooves you to say, you know what, that's okay. I'll keep the peace. I'll make it not awkward around here. But in your adult life, you have so much more control over who you actually spend time with, who's part of your life, because we're busy. We've got a lot going on. I have friends that I love dearly and belovedly and haven't seen them in 3 months because it's just, there's a lot going on, you know? Yeah. So it's if somebody gives you a friend ick, you're allowed to just be like,
bye.
It's fine.
So I talked last week about friendship breakups on the pod. You've been through a friendship breakup, I assume? Yeah. They suck. Do you think they're worse than romantic breakups, or would you tie them?
It's difficult. I think a friend breakup, it sometimes feels like it stays with you longer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because a relationship sort of has an arc where it's
there's that ebb and flow. Yeah.
You can kind of pinpoint the things that okay, this is where we weren't compatible, or this is where long term we wouldn't have been compatible. But with a friendship, sometimes it's I have no idea why that went wrong. Did I just misread this person?
Yeah.
Was I wrong? Were they wrong?
You were probably never wrong, Ellie.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
maybe once or twice, but honestly, it hurts a lot more too, because it feels like such a rejection of
you personally. Yeah.
Soul in a way.
Have you been the one doing the friendship breakups in your past, or have you been broken up with friendship wise?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it's happened to everybody. I think that there have been people certainly that I was just I have to just walk away from this because it's not, but only, I'm not a person who's going to walk away for nothing. With friends, especially, I know we've been and fuck those people, hold those grudges. But really, if you're my friend, I will hold out hope.
Oh my God. Same.
It would have to be, you did something bad enough that I'm I can't
support that or that behavior. Yeah. No, I completely understand. And you have to know the type of friend too. I feel it's the friend that you can say, hey, that hurt my feelings. Yeah. Can we talk about it? And then the friend that's going to be no, I didn't do anything wrong. You're okay, that's not even a conversation I can have.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most painful friendship breakup that I had was somebody that it felt like it came out of nowhere. And I look back on the friendship and I'm I think that this just meant more to me than it meant to them.
I get that.
I think this was someone that I actually thought was my friend, and I was just someone that they were spending time with,
Yep.
And that sucks.
It
that
does.
Really sucks.
And then what's weird is after that, I had a similar situation. Yeah. And then after the friendship breakup conspired, my other friends would be yeah, we know. Yeah, we could just tell. And it's then why
say,
yeah, come on.
Come on. You just made me look like a dumbass. Thanks.
Yeah, you let her come to my bachelorette trip? Come on.
Oh my
come on. Why didn't anyone say anything? What is wrong with you guys?
Oh my God.
Craziness.
But it's with any relationship, right?
Yeah.
You leave and you have a choice and you can say like, I have these good memories with this person, I'm gonna throw them in the trash and say fuck it. Or it's like, you have good memories, keep the good memories and just move on from it.
I say like, I'll delete anything from all of my exes, but any friends that I've like cut out over the years or they cut me out, I keep everything. Like I don't delete our pictures or anything.
No,
but
never.
Like exes, I'm like, no, you're actually dead.
And by the way, of course, those are the only photos that come up on my like iPhone memory thing. I'm
my God.
Oh, cool. That's like a great day I had with someone that I have not spoken to in 5 years. Thanks so much for that one. It's that and exes because I don't really delete ex pictures.
Oh, you don't?
Not really because like.
You're brave.
I'm brave.
Yeah, you're brave.
The bravest woman in America. But like those are the pictures, of course, that come up and I'm like, we were happy.
Like
I thought.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like that's before I knew he was cheating on me. Yikes.
That's before he broke up with me on a 5-minute phone call.
Stop! Okay, now we gotta ask, what was your worst? Okay, let's do worst breakup and then we'll do worst date.
Worst breakup. You know, it's so hard because I am
You're like they're all dramatic.
They're different.
Yeah.
Like I've had breakups that were so like, why did you do that? Like, why did you do that to me? But I will say the most recent one I had that was like a proper breakup was bad just because, first of all, it really blindsided me.
Oof.
Secondly, it was ultimately at the end of the day, again, 5-minute phone call, which was bananas. And like, let's go through the circumstances here, okay?
5 minutes.
Yeah. 7. I'll say generously, it was 7. Didn't give me like an explanation. Didn't say anything. Was just like,
fuming.
Feels like something's like not right. I was like, okay, so okay.
What?
But the circumstances are what make it really crazy. So like I had a kidney transplant in December.
Right,
Which is huge.
That is huge. Congratulations, by the way.
Much. So I was like in active kidney failure and like just really not doing well.
Yeah.
The next morning, okay, and he knew this. The next morning, I had to go and do my transplant evaluation. So it's like a long appointment. You're kind of there all day. You meet all the surgeons and the doctors, the pharmacists, the nurses, the social workers, and they're basically evaluating you to make sure you're like you can get the transplant, right?
Stressful.
It's a hard day. It's a long day. It's stressful.
Emotional.
They take like 21 vials of your blood. They're testing you for everything. I mean, it's hell on earth. It's a long day. He knew I had to do this and still broke up with me less than 12 hours before I had to go to this thing. Taylor, listen.
Oh my God. I need his name, address, phone number.
I cried the whole appointment. I mean, start to finish. I cried the whole time. People kept coming in and being like, hey, you know, we do transplants all the time. And I was like, no, I'm actually totally chill with the transplant. This guy broke up with me last night. I'm really sad. And they'd be like, okay, but then they made me see a psychiatrist. Stop it. They're like, she's not mentally stable enough for transplant. I spoke to the guy and he's like an older
oh my God.
hospital psychiatrist. I hope you never encounter them. They're very clinical and they're not really psychiatrists. They're just making sure you're not. They see people who are like actually really ill. So they were like, he was immediately like, okay, yeah, I can tell that you're like chill with the kidney thing. It's just this breakup. And I was like, yeah, thank you so much. And then he was like, do you think that he broke up with you because of the kidney thing? And
he said this.
I said, huh.
Well, now I do.
I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, you know, because sometimes men leave their wives when they're going through cancer treatment. And I was like, no, you know, I didn't think of that, but thank you for putting that in my head. Again, 12 hours post-breakup. Oh my God. And I was so dehydrated that when they were taking my blood, I had to hold my arm like that because we needed gravity to get the blood out because I was so dehydrated. So yeah, like
my God.
Like, mostly I think of him pretty positively, but that one thing, no,
that's evil. No, that's literally criminal.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my God. No, I would have been sent to the psychiatrist too. I would have been like, I hope I die in this surgery. Actually, like, I hope it ends all right now.
It's like you're having this like life-changing surgery that's like a gift, and like you can't be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah. No, I'm actually really depressed now.
Actually, like really not well.
Oh my God. I wonder if that psychiatrist had like daughters and he was like, no, this is my time to shine as a dad. You know, like
no, because that was a crazy thing to say to me. I was like, yeah, no, totally. Thank you so much for putting the idea in my head that I'm unlovable.
Because of my kidney. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, worst breakup. That tops the cake.
I'm like, I don't hate it, but like I mostly think of it very positively. But that one thing. Well, thank you for that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, forever.
Forever.
Okay,
Yeah.
worst first date.
You know, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I really haven't gone on a lot of bad dates.
Oh, good.
I've never gone on one that was really like crazy bad. I've gone on like boring.
Okay, that's fair.
But you know what? I did go on one last year when, again, I want to put it out there that I had about 8% kidney function at this point.
Oof.
So why was I going on dates? Mental illness. I don't know. But I went on this date and this man, he was a sommelier or something.
Okay.
And he like showed up late to the date with a backpack full of wine. And I was like, sure. He then proceeds to get truly blackout drunk. At one point, we like went to a second location because I was like, this is so funny. And I'm sober and I just like kind of want to watch this continue to happen.
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah.
And he pulls out a bottle of wine from his backpack and like uncorks it at the bar.
The fact that it had a cork.
Pouring glasses of wine for everyone at the bar. I'm like, this is illegal, I think, but real. And then I was like, okay, well, you know, it's 11 o'clock and I'm going to go home. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, it's a Wednesday.
At 11
and I'm
p.m.
sober and you're blacked out. I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for you to get in an Uber, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make sure you get home safe, you know, mind you, grown-ass 35-year-old man. And he's like, no. It's literally, it's coming. It'll be here in 2 minutes. You get in your car and you go. And I was like, okay, well, it was, you know, interesting meeting you.
Interesting.
It was interesting meeting you. And I left him and I was like, yeah, he's going to get in his car. It'll be fine. He texted me. I wake up because he texted me like 4 times at like 2 a.m. And he was like, hey, where are you? And I was like, what? So I answered him in the morning. I was like, are you okay? And he's like, hey, like, when did we separate? And I was like, what do you mean? When did we separate? And he's like, yeah, like, I don't know what happened last night. He ended up in the park somehow. He was like wandering through Prospect Park, which was nowhere near. I'm like, oh my God, when I left you, I thought you were like climbing into an Uber in that second. How did you not get home until 5 a.m? So yeah, that was not a great.
Oh my God.
And concerning, like genuinely concerning.
Like a backpack full of wine is generally like pretty concerning.
How did this happen to you? I thought you were, I should have, honestly, I feel like it's my fault. I'm like, I should have watched you get into a car.
No. Wait, why do you? No, I wouldn't even care.
Because I'm like, he was that drunk. Like I should have been like, let's just make sure, because drunk people, you just don't know. They're wily, you know?
They are. No, but I still don't think it was your fault. I still think like I would have gotten in that car and been like, bye, done.
Oh, I felt bad for him though.
Oh my, you're so nice. You're so nice. I think, okay, I'm going to put it in perspective of my worst first date, and it's way more graphic and awful than that. But I had to be maybe like 23. So like this guy was in his 30s. He invited me over to his house. He was like, we had drinks once before. And I was like, okay, he passed the happy hour test.
Yeah.
We're good. He's like, I just built a house. Like, I want you to see it. I was thinking, you built a house? Like, show me.
Sure.
So when he said that, I didn't know that it was his parents' house and it was above the garage. So he built his house above his parents' garage. I said, oh, okay. But like, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. He's a self-starter. He's building.
Sure.
You know, he's trying his best.
Yeah.
So I go up to see the house, you know, it's half finished. So like he's still building, he's still doing things.
Yeah.
So I sit on the couch as one does, because like you're like, okay, I'm going to sit here and wait to get ready to go to the local PJ Wellahans. Let me like say that's the date spot. So I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, okay, like, are you ready to go? He's like, I would really feel better if I smoked before we left. And I was like, naturally, okay, like I'm going to sit here and like watch you do that. Like, and like try not to get a secondhand high.
Participating.
Yeah, it's not what we were anticipating. So I'm sitting there. And I have to like position myself so you get the picture. So I'm like this, legs on the floor. There is a book on the table. And I was like, oh, I'm a reader. I love to read. And I was like, what book is this? So I'm like picking it up, looking at the back. He comes over like where you are and like tries to kiss me. He bends down to the point where my knee is in the middle of like where his crotch is. 2 humps to completion.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
On my knee. Yep. With the pants on.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, compliment to you, I guess.
I was shook when I say I was so just disjointed.
What do you do?
I was like, how?
Situation?
What do you do?
What do you do?
I tried to leave, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I go to leave, and then he's like, I'll get in your car. You can drive. It's like to the local PJs.
Sure.
And I was like, no, you get in your car, and I'll get in my car. Somehow we ended up at the PJs because I was like being too nice. And then the best part of it was I ordered a 4-ounce Pinot Grigio, and at the end, and he had a full meal. And at the end of the meal, he goes, "So we're not splitting it?" I said, do you want me to Venmo you $5 for my 4-ounce Pinot Grigio at the happy hour at the PJ Wellingham's? Are you kidding me? After you just came on my leg? Like, are we like, is this serious right now? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's a great story, you know?
You do have to take these things the way that they are. I mean, like, it was crazy, but it's kind of a good story.
It's like funny as heck now.
I mean, it has to be, right?
It has to
Otherwise,
be.
you gotta laugh sometimes. Otherwise, you'll cry.
I remember telling my sister and she was like, that's not normal. And I was like, yes, but we have to laugh right now.
Right.
Or else it's like going to get scary.
We gotta, we gotta be cool about it.
We got to be cool about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of dating, I'm going to give you a list of controversial men. This is a fun little game that we play on this podcast. And if you make it through an hour lunch date with them, you get $10,000 just handed to you in cash. Okay. These are the people.
Sure.
Machine Gun Kelly.
No, I'm sorry. Immediately I failed. Do you know why? Because he came to the bar that I worked at, and he was such a jerk, and he was so like, I'm famous, like he was like an asshole.
Oh my God.
In like college town in the middle of nowhere. And also like, I don't like his whole vibe.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Okay, so no to Machine Gun Kelly. Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. First of all, Gordon Ramsay is so nice when he's not on his TV show.
I've seen, TikTok.
He's really nice to little kids. So I feel like he's like a nice guy. And I you know what? I find a British man's accent charming. We could talk about cooking.
You could.
I think we'd have a great time.
I think he would like you.
I think he'd really like me.
Tom Sandoval.
Oh, that's a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one. I think I could do it. I think I could get through an hour with him. I
think so too.
I think it'd be fine. Mostly because again, I'm very like anthropological when I have conversations with men.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's an interesting specimen.
Oh, so you would kind of study him.
Yeah, you have
to. Okay.
You have to. Yeah.
Kid Rock.
No. Wait. Nope. That was somebody else. I was like, didn't he just die? No, somebody else entirely.
No, that was Hulk Hogan.
Yep. You knew exactly what I was thinking.
Same brainwaves there. Okay, Shawn Mendes.
I could do that. He seems like a nice guy. He's just weird. Like
he gives me the vibe that he would like cry after sex.
You totally.
Yeah.
Listen, I listened to the Sabrina album. Like, okay. But you know what? Like, I think we could have a pleasant time together.
I think so. And you know he would buy your drinks.
Oh my God, he would be so nice about it.
Gentleman. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Beast.
Yes. Oh my God, please. Because I know there would be an option where he would be like, if you leave right now, I'll give you an extra $5,000. So yeah, hell yeah, of course.
Mr. Beast. Love it. Jack Harlow.
Okay, funny story about Jack Harlow. So before Jack Harlow was like really famous.
Okay.
Oh my God, if I'm thinking of the right person. Yes. Before he was like really famous, he did an interview at Barstool.
Okay.
This was like right before he blew up. And I was sitting outside the recording studio because I was doing something in the recording studio afterwards, not because I was waiting outside to meet him, whatever.
Right.
So I was sitting outside and he like walked out. We sort of made eye contact. And he like walks right up to me and was like, sup, I'm Jack. And I was like, okay, hi. And he walked out and I'm like, maybe that was my chance. Like maybe that was my chance.
Maybe that was him flirting. Yeah.
Because I didn't realize, at the time. And I was just like, there's like a random man walking up to me.
It's never too late. You could slide in the DMs. We can send him this clip, actually.
No. I mean, it was very like forward. I found it very, if I had been in the headspace and not at work, I think I would have been like,
fair enough. Like, oh, okay, he's cute.
Yeah.
All right, what about George Bush?
Can I be mean to him?
Yeah, well, you would have to
pleasant.
be. No, I feel like with George Bush, you would have to be kind of mean.
Yeah, here's the thing about him is like, he's sort of like now kind of trying to play like, I'm just a little old grandpa. I don't do nothing. I make little paintings.
Yeah, like what is that?
And I'm like, yeah, like he does have the intelligence of like, no, dolphins are really smart. A lesser intelligenced sort of animal. But like, even so, like he is very much a war criminal. So like, what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do?
Fair enough.
I could do it. I think.
I think if you kept the money in mind, you might be able to just like get through.
I could do it.
Pete Davidson.
Oh my God, yeah. Actually, please. Like, hey, Pete, if you're watching this, I am available.
I love this.
I'm around. I'm single.
Okay. Does it bother you that he's about to have a kid?
No.
Okay.
Because you know why? I've always wanted to be a stepmom.
Ooh,
that's real.
Why? So you don't have to carry the kids yourself?
First of all, this. Second of all, it's kind of a great gig, because you're kind of a parent, but also you don't really have the same responsibility. Ooh. And like you do get to sort of give them back on weekends and stuff. And
that's nice.
You're not any of like the really hard conversations. You can just be like,
You gotta go talk to your mom.
Talk to your mom about that.
That's
you know
really
what I mean?
good.
Like, it's like you get to like, watch a child grow up and like be part of their life, like a nanny. Like I liked being a nanny, but it's ultimately not your kids. So you can kind of just be like, that's not my problem.
Okay, I love this. I've never thought about that perspective before. Okay, Shia LaBeouf. Your face says it all. I love that.
It's hard. I'm like, I just don't think he's like a safe guy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like I wouldn't feel safe.
You would have to go to like your local Outback.
I would
like
have
a
to go to
really like
Outback
crowded
Steakhouse.
restaurant. Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, Shane Gillis.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sure,
Why? A comedian. You tend to like the funny guys.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of funny guys, Seth Rogen.
Yes, because I do think he seems like a nice guy.
I think Seth Rogen, like I have this weird thing in my head where I'm like,
Okay.
will celebrities be my friend? Like if I met them, would they be my friend?
My friend.
And I think that Seth Rogen would genuinely like hanging out with me.
Okay.
Like,
Wow. No, I think that's true.
Yeah,
I think
okay,
he
thank
seems
you.
like a nice guy.
He seems nice.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah. Well, sure. I don't know what we would talk about.
Yeah.
And it would be, I think, eye contact wise, difficult.
It would be very
a
difficult.
lot.
He's really
taller
tall.
than me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think we would have a really nice time. Really, like if we could find something in common, like we
I
could
think
really
so too.
get there.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about Nick Viall?
Oh, for a second, I was like, who?
You're like, who?
He's the Bachelor guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's got a podcast, so he can talk to a wall.
it's true.
This is what I'm saying. Like we could have a pleasant conversation. Would we have a connection?
No.
I don't think.
Okay, last one. This is a good one.
Okay.
Dave Portnoy.
No,
Your former Barstool boss. Yes.
of course, with love.
Okay, let's talk about Barstool a little bit. Is that where you saw your whole career change? Was the Barstool moment?
Yes. In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like it was, I'd never been a person who thought very much about my career.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds so hard to believe. You're so like composed and put together that I would think she had a life plan when she was 6.5 years old.
No, I never did. I mean, part of it, of course, was just knowing that at some point in my life, I was going to have to take like 6 months off because I was going to have a kidney transplant. So
yeah.
it's hard to make like a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
Right. When you don't really know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was offered a job out of college and of course I took it. you
Yeah.
know? And then that was a moment where I was like, okay, I could do this. I'm good
Yeah.
at this. Like this could be something I'm doing. I think it's hard because I didn't really stop to consider like, and of course you don't when you're like 22.
No.
Like, do I want this? Do I like this?
Mhm.
Is this what will long term make me happy, or
Right.
is this just what I'm doing when I'm 22?
Yeah.
Of course, in that moment you're like, well, of course this is what I'm going to make me happy forever.
Yep.
And then. But you learn a lot of valuable skills.
Mhm.
I learned a lot of valuable skills, and I learned a lot about the industry, and I learned a lot about myself. It's a good first job to have. It's like
Yeah.
you're thrown into a fire, and you have to like figure stuff out.
Oh, yeah. My first job like out of school was major market radio. And so like
Yeah.
I can imagine it's the same sort of feel where
Yeah.
you're like, I feel like I know what's going on, but I know that I don't know anything that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you encounter a lot of celebrities at Barstool?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There were always people. Like I have so many pictures on my phone of me with like people who
much
came
fun.
in for interviews with other people, and it was always like funny. Like there would be people that came in that I was like, I don't know who that is. Everyone's really excited. He's like a wrestling guy or something. I'm like, who is that?
Yep.
And then there would be people who came in that was just me that was excited. Like
Yep.
people from like Veep or like something. Where I was
Oh my God.
like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
You're like fangirling,
Heard
yes.
about it. Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like I was the same way. I think I met, oh my God, he's like some tall sport player.
Sure.
He plays some sport. And he looked at me and
Nice
everyone was
places.
so excited that he was in studio. And then he looked at me and he was like, you're really short. And I was like, why would you say that, sir? Actually, like, okay, I get it.
Sorry.
Sorry. Like, I'll try growing, actually.
Well,
You met a lot of celebrities. Anyone that made a big impact on you, good or bad?
oh, that's a really good question. Well, it's like interesting to think about now because at the time I was a really big fan of Cody Coase. Of course, did not know
Oh my gosh.
about the bad stuff. But he was there, and I was really excited to meet him. And then I was like really weird about.
Were
I was
you?
really weird? And
I've been such a fan
you
of
know what
Cody
I mean?
Coase since we grew up with him
up-
essentially. Yeah.
So and then I was weird, and then it like ruined my day because I was like,
Oh,
oh my God,
no.
fucking freak.
Stop.
That was really upsetting because I was like 22 and I was like, this is the most exciting moment of my life. And it was
Literally.
weird.
OG YouTube.
But yeah, like Nikki Glazer like was someone that like I like begged for her to like do 15 minutes on my show, because like I was such a fan of hers. And like meeting her was like such a great experience. And like that's a relationship that like over time, like I was able to keep up, and like she's just like a really genuine person, and she loves Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
And so
Nikki's great.
That was life-changing. Like those 15 minutes obviously was really even life-changing for me. So there were a lot of
Nikki
people.
was always nice to me too.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a lot of people say that Nikki Glaser has been mean to
She's
them.
not. She's just not a mean. She's just a really
She's just a
genuine-
girl's girl.
She is.
She
She's a
is.
real nice lady.
No, she is. Okay, Nikki Glaser. I wouldn't have expected you to say that, but I feel like now that I'm learning more about you, you're really into comedians.
I do. You know what? I do love comedians, but also there were a lot of comedians that came through at Barstool.
That makes sense.
There were a lot of people that were like not in that.
That's fair. That's fair. Were you there during the Call Her Daddy, Alex and Sophia
we
era?
were hired actually at the same time.
Did you pick a side after they broke up?
Yes, I did.
You did? And is it Alex Cooper's?
No, it's not.
Sophia with an F. Well, she records here.
I know she
She records.
Sophia is so nice. Like she's such a nice girl. Honestly,
I've never met her.
Always nice to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I was on that like Call Her Daddy train. And then obviously I listened to your podcast around the same time. That's how I got like into you as well. I was into Call Her Daddy and I was in radio and I was like, you know what? I think I could work for them. Like, I think it would be a great idea if I worked for Alex Cooper and the Unwell Network because amazing. So I took my resume and I changed the cover letter and I was like, hey, daddy, this is the job that I want. And I was like, XOXO T. Like, I made it very personable to the daddy gang and that. I'm an idiot, Ellie, because I never changed that cover letter. And I sent that out to probably 50 to 100 Fortune 500 companies calling their head recruiter daddy. When I said, hi, daddy, I'm looking for a job. Never heard back from anyone. The fact, like, I just need to meet Alex Cooper at some point just so I can say, listen, you almost ruined my career. Like, that's why I'm still doing this right now. It's because I can't get a corporate job because I'm calling all the men daddy.
Well, be glad that none of that worked because that would have put you in a very weird position.
Weird position. And like someone read it and they were like, I kind of like that.
It was like, she could be a great asset to our company.
They're like, why'd she put her picture on her resume?
Well, hey,
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But I think about that all the time. I'm like, wow, these poor people were probably like, she's actually crazy. Like, she's unhinged. I listen to Sophia with an F, like, to this day. And I love the pod. Like, I do. She's a talker.
She's a really nice girl.
A good storyteller.
I've just been so kind every time I've run into her. And like,
That's awesome. Yeah. That's good to hear. It's good to hear when like people you love, you're like, okay, they're a good person. Nice.
No, it feels really good when people like I have met and had really positive experiences with are doing really well. Like I met Hannah Berner in like 2018.
Oh my God.
And like watching her, because she is like, I mean, she's a grinder. Okay.
Oh my God.
She is a hard worker. And like watching her put in that work and like see success out of it.
Yeah.
It just like feels really good because like there are people who like, I'm like, I don't know that you deserve what you have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, look, I'm happy for you and I think that's great. But there are people like Hannah that I'm like, you worked really hard and you got everything that you wanted and that feels really nice.
She's my favorite comedian, I think, of all time. And I think the reason why I love Hannah Berner so much is because she's a woman comedian who doesn't talk about sex.
Right.
Her whole shtick is not, so I gave a blowjob.
Right.
So I did this. It's like, it's funny. Like, it's content. Like, it's comedy.
Yeah.
I love that. Her special was amazing. Do you listen to Giggly Squad?
No, okay. I have to honestly confess something, which is that I don't listen to podcasts.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like I don't listen to podcasts at all.
Well, it makes sense because you still have a podcast.
Yeah.
So you're recording.
It's a whole lot, but it's also like I just am like not okay. I cannot understand things like hearing them. I really like there's something wrong with me. I think I have auditory processing issues because like if I'm listening to something, I have no idea what's going on.
Interesting.
No idea what's going on. Like I can't pay attention. Like I'm such like a YouTube person.
Okay.
I almost like I have to have subtitles on everything. Like I
get
think
that.
there's something wrong with my brain, but yeah, it's like it's just the format doesn't work for me. Like I get it, but I'm also like, oh, I can't listen to that.
A podcaster who doesn't listen to podcasts. she's a unicorn, is what she is.
Because I didn't even know what a podcast like was when I started doing one. You know what I mean? Like it was 2018. Yeah. Like it was
And like, what a testament to you and your brand, though. That like you didn't even know what a podcast was.
Like-
You built up this massive network and community of girls who just like kind of cultivated together.
Well, I think like at the time there were podcasting was very male.
Yeah.
And there, or older. It skewed older. It skewed male. And I think we've obviously seen such a massive shift in that.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I think there's an audience. Like I think there's people who there's young women who want to listen to someone chit chat because women be talking and so I'm glad to see like there's so many spaces for young women now to like feel connected to somebody and feel connected to a community like that. That means a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
So you're not into podcasts, but you watch TV. So what are you watching right now?
Oh my God, I have to confess.
You're about to be like, actually, I don't own a TV, Taylor.
No, I have been watching Survivor from season 1.
I cannot believe you just said this.
Really?
I'm obsessed with Survivor now. I just started. I'm obsessed with Jeff Probst. Okay, he's so mean to all of them.
Why every single tribal council, he's like, so you guys fucked up.
Yeah.
How does that feel? It's like, Jeff.
Like, wow. Or they're doing the competitions and he's like, oh, look at Letitia. She's being real slow today as normal. And it's like,
Jeff.
It's like, oh my God.
He is so mean to them. Honestly, like, from what I understand on the later seasons, like, they don't leave them for dead as much. But like, I have been watching from season 1. I just finished season 8.
Okay.
They like legit try to kill them. Like they're trying to kill these people.
It's crazy.
Like they don't give them food. Like they don't give them water. They're like, figure it out. Yeah. Like they almost died on season 2, like several of them.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy. Like this is just on network TV. Also, like I find it fascinating to watch shows that started in the early 2000s.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you get to watch like a culture shift and like you get to watch the way that people were just different. Also, like fascinating to see the way that like the people that are like the young people on the show in 2000, they're like Gen X.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to be like, these are boomers and Gen X. It's not Gen X and millennials, or it's not, you know what I mean? But it feels like that.
It does, yeah.
And you're like, wow, maybe like the generation thing is like just not real.
It's just not real.
Like,
we're making it up. Yeah.
Millennials. Sorry.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fashion too. Like just seeing like the
I
way the girls wear their
love
hair and stuff. And I'm like, okay.
Makeup whenever they do finale shows. I'm like, that is unflattering. But hey, listen. I mean, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Also, like I also have a fascination with watching things that started pre 9/11 and like seeing what happens, like the way that the culture shifts, like post 9/11.
Speaking my language.
I find it really fascinating. And Survivor, I was waiting for it, but Survivor's like first post 9/11 finale. They filmed Jeff. I mean, it's like a 2-minute sequence, okay, of Jeff like walking through New York City with his hands in his pockets and just being like. And there's like
taking it all in.
The like what's it called? The anthem is like playing. And, like, they show like the Statue of Liberty, and they show that he like hails a cab, and it's like a long shot of him through New York City. It's fascinating. Like it is truly, truly fascinating.
It's absolutely wild.
Because I'm like, wow, people like now the way that people talk about New York, they're like, New York's a scary shithole, and I'm like, no, people were pro New York in 2002.
Oh my God.
Okay. Like,
yeah, literally.
That was our city.
Our city. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Wild. I love that you watch Survivor. Do you think you could be on Survivor?
No.
Me neither.
No.
I went to a NASCAR race last week, 2 weeks ago, and it was so hot that I almost fainted. And before I almost fainted, I was like, Jeff would be so disappointed because I could never be on Survivor.
Oh, I could never be on Survivor.
No,
you are not feeding. I'm not eating any of that.
No.
And I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that. The challenge is I'm not strong.
No, me neither.
I'd like to be, but I watch the challenges and I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Like I have carpal tunnel, actually. I could not do that. I could not at all. Or they do the weirdest ones where like they have to swim underwater and hold their breath for 18 and a half minutes.
You ever like try to like hold your breath while they're doing it?
Yes.
To see if you could do it.
Yep. I can never do it. No, me neither.
Or like the ones where they have to like hold their arm like above their head for like an hour. Sometimes while I'm watching it, I'll try and hold my arm up above my head to see like how long I can do it. And then they're like, it's been 2 hours. I'm like, it's been 20 minutes.
And I'm dying. Yeah. It's like kind of like Big Brother. It's so similar to Big Brother. I don't know if you've watched that.
No.
So it's basically the same premise, but they're in a house. And that's where I think I might thrive.
Yeah.
Because like I could just be silent for like 3 months.
Sure.
And then like when they only give you the Bible to read. So I would just read the Bible, get some good stories in.
Bible's
And then
fascinating.
just like
You know?
fuck around and find out. And then like come finale, they'll be like, wait, who is this girl again? And then I would win.
She here?
Yeah, is she here?
I mean, that's a good survivor strategy too.
That's
Fly
true.
under the radar.
Not many people do that.
Not anymore.
No.
It's fascinating to watch the evolution of the show because in the beginning, everyone's like, hey, we're all friends here. Hey, the relationships mean the world to me. And then slowly there are a couple guys that come in and they're like, I'm manipulating everyone and I don't care.
And it's always the cops.
Yeah.
It's always the cops.
It was like Boston Rob did it first, I think.
Okay.
And everyone hated him on his season. But then throughout time, you realize everyone starts doing it.
Mhm.
And then he becomes, of course, a fan. I just watched the season where him and Amber fall in love. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That is television. There has never been a better season of television. That was amazing to watch. And they're still married.
They're still married.
Still married. Okay, sorry. No
What?
spoilers. No spoilers. But
That's better than The Bachelor. Success rate.
It felt so good.
Oh my God.
So good. But yeah, and now they're all like crazy and they're mean and they like backstab each other the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, and that's like the name of the game.
and that's really fun to watch, of course. But
Sure.
it's way more fun to watch people get manipulated who think it's not going to be like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that. And then you wonder like what the casting process is. Like what did they ask you? Like
Yeah. What did because if you've ever watched season 1, they show some of their interviews. Or
I
their,
don't think I've seen season 1.
Yeah,
Actually.
they show some of their like audition tapes, and
I
they're
have
all
to
like
go back.
stupid. Like they're all like,
Really?
I'm standing in the shower. See, I can hold my breath. Like they're like really stupid. Sorry, not to talk about Survivor for 45 minutes.
No,
but
that's
I'm
fine. I could do this literally all day.
biggest
It's
fan.
so funny because it's not like that trendy to be watching Survivor.
No, but I
like that's
love it. Oh my God, it's the best show ever made.
No, it's so good. I've been watching that and I've never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, never.
And this is like my first time watching it through. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I'm shocked at like just some of the shit that comes out of their mouths. I'm like, I haven't heard that word in God knows
Well,
how
that
many
happens on
years.
Survivor too.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
So do you have an Always Sunny? Do you have a favorite character?
No.
You don't.
I'm not like super into it. I've just,
Yeah.
of course, watched it because I've dated men and it comes up.
It's one of those things.
Comes
Yeah,
up.
one of those
like
things.
Family Guy, you know? It comes
Or
up.
Rick and Morty.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classics, South Park.
Uh-huh.
You know, you get those.
Many such cases.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you a Friends fan?
I had literally just tweeted about Friends last night.
Did you?
Yes, because I was really upset. They're so mean to Janice. They're so mean to Janice Friends. And I'm like, what did she ever do? Is the worst sin a woman can commit being a little bit annoying? Have we not all been Janice to someone? Like, I get upset. She's such a nice lady.
I felt
they're so
bad when they were like, okay, Chandler's moving to Yemen. Like that was like an aggressive storyline to like get rid of a woman.
She's a nice lady who just like likes you a lot. Like, just be honest with her. Like, and then she's just played for laughs the whole time. And it's like, oh, so she has an annoying voice. Who among us? You know, like I just feel bad.
Not
for
you
Janice Friends.
sticking
I do.
up for her. Okay, I love this.
I do. I just feel bad for. It's hard for me to watch. Like I grew up on Seinfeld.
Love Seinfeld.
It's always on in our household to this day, and like. I don't know. Sometimes, like, and I get that the point is that they're all terrible people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that woman did nothing wrong. That
No,
woman did
she's the
nothing
hero.
wrong.
She's a
done
hero.
Nothing wrong.
I love that you mentioned your tweets because I want to talk about some of my favorite tweets that you've ever tweeted. And also, I applaud you for not calling it X.
Oh.
There are not many people that have
Please.
stuck
Who's
with
calling
the...
it? Literally who?
Well, I used to work in corporate America for a hot
so you
second,
didn't
so I
say
had
yeah.
we had to do that whole like switch over.
But I think like normal people are like
Twitter.
going to dead name it all the time. Like it's
Yeah.
Twitter. It's like how it's still the Sears Tower. You know.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yep.
not sorry. Like when something's iconic, it stays iconic.
It stays iconic.
You can call it whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I actually still haven't I haven't updated my app. So it's still got the bird. It's still
Shut
called Twitter
up.
on my phone. Like
That's dedication.
because I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm mad.
I get it. Okay. Ideally, a man should have an opinion on aliens and UFOs, but not a strong opinion. What's your opinion on UFOs and aliens?
I mean, of course they exist, but also it's like none of my business.
That's how I feel
You
too.
know,
Like I don't need to get involved. I have
Because
too much stuff going
I
on.
like space is not my business,
No.
and I don't think it should be our business.
No.
You know, I think like the wanting to go to space, it's like okay, you know, anywhere
find
that
that.
humans like the ocean, I feel the same way.
Yes.
Anywhere that we cannot breathe, it's hostile to
Yeah.
us. Like you could be crushed like by the gravity or something. Just don't go.
Yeah.
It doesn't want you there. The
No.
ocean doesn't want you in it. Space doesn't want you in it.
No.
stick to where you are.
I always say the only way that I would ever travel into the ocean for like an experience would be if there were mermaids.
Sure.
If mermaids were real.
But they could be, because we've only explored like what, 7%
Yeah,
of the ocean. That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. Spend your money exploring the ocean, not space.
Yeah.
Space is.
Find that submarine that went down.
And also, my conspiracy theory is like, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I honestly sometimes like scientists like take pictures of space, or you get a headline once in a while that's like, turns out there's a moon that rains diamonds, and it's like, well, I'm so sure. Like, you could just lie to me. What am I gonna do? I can't check it.
Yeah. I'm not going up there.
I'm not going up there, so like, you could just say shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
It's like when Katy Perry went to space. I was kind of like, you
Went to space.
Yes, exactly. It's like, okay, and then you're singing a part of this world, like, spare me. I just like don't find that entertaining. I don't find that charming.
Not
like,
to be a space hater, but I'm just like,
yeah. I was talking last week on the pod and I was like, I don't even know if I believe in the moon landing, to be honest. I don't even know if I believe that, actually. I believe nothing anymore.
I believe that.
Nothing.
Be clear.
Nothing that goes on in this country I believe anymore. Okay. Why do cults always have to end in weird sex stuff and death? If I had a cult, we would just hang out and stuff. Have you ever been invited to be a part of a cult?
No, I don't think I have the right vibe.
I don't either. And I've always wanted the experience of someone being like, join my cult.
I think I would be a good cult leader, again, because I'm not evil. Like,
Yeah.
I just think like I would run sort of like, we would just hang out.
Yeah. What would people do in your cult?
Yoga.
Yoga?
There are many yoga cults,
Yoga
but they
cult,
all
okay.
end in like death or like sex or
yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, well, we would just
Do yoga.
cook,
Okay.
chill out,
Just girls hanging
be
out
nice to each other. Like, come on, like, you know,
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
There was this one guy at my old radio station and he was an active member of a cult.
Oh,
and it was like a branch off of Scientology. And he had asked everybody around, like, of this little friend group at the station to be in his cult. He didn't ask me. And I just I remember carrying that with me for months, being like, what's wrong with me? Why didn't you want me?
Enough for the cult.
Yeah, like, am I not funny enough? Am I not pretty enough?
Maybe they just thought you were too smart.
That
you know?
you're probably
You wouldn't fall for it.
That's what my mom said. Okay. The first time a man texts you an emoji is so scary. Like, which one does he use? What does it say about him? Will I get the ick? If I sent you an emoji after this, which one would you be like, okay, she's so fucking weird. I can't believe she sent me this emoji.
But I would never judge a woman's emoji choice.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
It's just something I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
But like with dating, it's you date like an age range, right? Like people our age, and then like you date a man who's like really a millennial.
Yeah.
And the emoji choice is stunning. Like you'll be like, where did you get the idea to use that one?
Okay, give me an example.
I don't
What's
or they use them wrong. Like they use them incorrectly. Like they'll use like the smiley face that's like the passive aggressive smiley face. You know what I mean? But I think it's just like the normal smiley face, and you're like, this feels like an attack. You're attacking me,
literally.
You know?
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Or an old school like emoji, like the hieroglyphics. Don't love that.
Oh, I like the hieroglyphics.
From girls, yes. From boys, I think it's weird.
It's slutty from men.
It is slutty
like,
from men.
why are you sending me the analog smiley face?
Why are you winking with the semicolon?
Like, all I'm saying is that's whorish. It's whorish behavior.
It's whorish behavior and you have to stop.
Cover up.
So cover up. Cover yourself up. You're asking for it, actually. Do you block people? Are you a blocker?
No.
You don't?
I don't block people, really.
Oh my gosh.
I only have blocked people that I was like, this person's gonna murder me. Otherwise, I'm like, whatever.
You're like, okay, serial killer vibes, but okay, what is one text that you wish you could unsend?
Okay, I have one.
Ooh,
okay, because this is so stupid, but okay, I sent a breakup text to this guy that like did some crazy shit, okay? And I would never normally send a breakup text, but this was a situation that called for it. So I sent him this perfectly crafted breakup text. I mean, it was perfection.
It was winning a Pulitzer. Yeah.
And I sent it. And after I sent it, and this was before you could edit, text or whatever. After I sent it, I realized my phone had corrected racking your brain, the WR ACK to rack, like RACK. And it's just this like one little misspelled word in the middle of the text that I think makes me look like a fucking idiot. It's like, oh, you think, she doesn't know that's, I know the right phrase. And he's the kind of person that like would look
pick
at
up
that
on
and be like, oh, she doesn't even know that I went to Harvard. So, and I just was like, oh, fuck.
Did you correct it? Did you do it with the asterisk?
No, because I didn't notice until like it was too late.
Oh, yeah, then it would have been weird.
And like I looked at the text the other day and I was like, it still bothers me. Like I handled the whole thing fine and like I don't regret any of that. But that one text, I'm like, oh, not the spelling mistake. Oh, not the spelling mistake.
Ooh, it could have been way worse. I was expecting way worse.
No, I mean,
like you addressed it to the wrong person or something.
No, although I do text the wrong person all the time.
I think that's a girl thing. Like that happens to me too.
It's just like sometimes people are texting you at the same time and then you're like, you just sent it and you're not really thinking about it. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry, that actually
had nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you, yeah.
Have you ever told any of your friends that you didn't like their significant other?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I love that you said that. I feel like we need to normalize this.
But it takes a bit and it takes a lot. And I'll only do it if I'm getting a signal. If I'm getting a signal that like trouble in paradise or like, like something, like he said this thing to me today, blah, blah, blah. And he's been doing this and it's kind of upsetting me. And I'll be like, interesting. Have you considered that he fucking sucks? That he's awful, but you have to be careful.
But you have to be,
right? Like you have to be delicate
because you don't want to be that friend that they break up and then they get back together, and then they're like, "Well, you've always hated him. Yeah, you've always hated him." It's like, okay,
but it's like if I didn't, I wouldn't hate him if I wasn't right.
Exactly.
Well, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. Like, I love you and I want you to be happy, but you are not happy.
Yes.
And you're in a relationship. I don't know. Like, I think like you get to a point with a friend where you're like, I'm gonna support you, but like my friend dated someone that I like literally thought was the worst man in America. Like I hated him so much.
Not all of America.
Yeah, and they broke up, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then they got back together, and it was just like the whole time I was like, okay, like I had to be kind of nice about it, and I never tried that hard. But then they broke up the second time, and I was like,
done.
Okay, here's my list. Here's all the things that we're gonna make fun of him for because I
love that.
And by the way, that's a great way to begin the process of moving on from somebody or like getting over something. Is like have your friends give you the list of reasons that he's cringe or like that they don't like him or something, and just if you're ever like having that moment, you're like, I'm gonna text him, I miss him too much, whatever. Have them read that.
I
list
love
to you,
that,
and you're like, fuck, you're right.
No, you're right.
It works.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. I'm stealing that. That's awesome. I'm going to be like a little therapist with my friend group. I'm going to be like, let's write down everything we hate about him, ladies.
And I'll read it to you.
And I'll read it back to you in your weakest moment.
Be like, do you remember when you said this thing? Remember that?
Remember that? Because I do. Do you think you have a beige flag?
Oh, sure. I'm sure I have many. Honestly, like I'm sure. I mean, whatever. Like you can't like be a person with a personality and like who knows yourself without being a little off-putting to somebody.
Totally.
Like a little weird to somebody.
Yeah.
You know? That. Like I watch 3-hour video essays, like that's a beige flag. You know what I mean?
Okay. On what? What was your last essay? Oh, anything.
I literally, it's not even, I don't even know what the topic is. I don't even care what it's about. I'll watch it.
Okay.
I will watch it. I just like watching people talk about stuff. Like, I don't know.
You're like watching TED Talks at 2 a.m.
Sure. And why not? You know?
Yeah, why not?
Hey,
live your best life. Yeah. What are you watching on YouTube right now? Do you have a favorite YouTuber?
Ooh. Okay. Yes. I've kind of gotten into a rabbit hole, which is very unlike me of, it's like not exactly true crime. It's sort of like, okay, wait. It's like Bigfoot adjacent disappearances in national parks. But this channel I've been watching has now done a huge expose on this guy who always posits that Bigfoot is responsible for these disappearances. And he's done an expose about how he's a fraud and like how he's like hindered investigations and like all these things. And so I'm like, yeah, it's not Bigfoot. I mean, I never thought it was Bigfoot, but it's like fascinating.
So you don't believe in Bigfoot?
No, I mean, look, I don't. But I also am like, there are weird disappearances. Like there are disappearances that don't make sense. But a lot of the ones that people talk about as not making sense, they actually do. They're just like leaving out details and things like that. So that's what this channel does. It like really gives you all the details where you're like, oh, that person probably did just
a Bigfoot rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I love that.
A bit of a rabbit hole.
Okay.
Because national parks are scary. They're huge.
Oh, yeah.
And there's caves.
You can't catch me at a park. Yeah, you can't catch me out in the wild.
Prospect, Central, those are the biggest parks I'm interested in going to.
Yeah, I've been to Central Park a couple times. I can't brag. The last time I was in like my neighborhood park. Like I would not just like, but like I have friends that are like very woodsy and they're like, let's take hikes and like experience nature. I don't fucking think so. No.
I'm not outdoorsy. No. I'm like outsidey. Like I like to
patio
be
girl.
Outside. I don't want to be outdoors. My friends, oh my God. Have your friends ever pulled one of these of like, oh my God, what if for our trip this year we like go camping?
Yeah, no.
What about any of us is saying that we want to be in a tent on the ground?
No, thank you.
We're pushing 30.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping on the ground.
It's not cute.
No.
It's not cute anymore. No,
I
it's
want a
not fun.
bathroom.
Yes.
Sorry.
You need a bathroom.
I need a bathroom. I need a bed. I need air conditioning.
And like your own room. I'm one of those people that on a trip, don't put me in a room with somebody else. Like I will pay for my own room. No, I need my own room.
Damn couch. Like
same. Put me on the couch. That's fine. I'm not sharing a bed.
Like I really have become fussy in my old age. Or I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I know.
I'm only going to pursue things that make me happy.
And you feel like such a bitch sometimes for doing that, or at least I do. And then I'm like, whatever.
That's the meaning of life, right?
Yeah.
It's like no one else is going to pursue your happiness. Like,
no,
you have to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to be happy, you have to sometimes be an asshole.
I like that. I like that.
Not a huge asshole, but you know.
You're like, Taylor, don't take it too far, actually. Like, this is not my advice for you. I'm going down the streets of New York later. I'm like, fuck you.
Get out of the way.
Get out of here. Or like, she's not even from here. This has been an awesome conversation. I'm so happy that we got to have you on the podcast. Do you want to plug your socials?
Yes. So my Twitter account is at holy_Schnitt, and my what else? My Instagram is Ellie_Schnitt, and that's pretty much all I use.
Love it.
So if you want to see me, that's where I am.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again today at the Taylor Show. We recorded today at WTF Studios in Midtown, so thank you to them for hosting us, and I'll see you next week, little gremlins.